Hi everybody, I'm Talon.
I'm Alita.
And we're a couple of geeks. Welcome to a couple of geeks Fan Fridays, where we get to connect with you guys and nerd out.
And geek out too.
Geek out too. That's what I meant to say, was geek out. Yeah. So, hi everybody's.
Hello.
Hi. I hope you're all having a good Friday.
We had a little bit of a hiatus last week.
Yeah, we did. It was kind of strange.
I jogged off the path a little bit.
Yeah, with the whole
we're back.
Thursday weirdness. But now we're back to Friday afternoon. This is when we do our thing, which is the thing right now.
On Fridays.
In
the afternoons. On Instagram. And all live.
You know what I noticed?
And unscripted.
Totally unscripted. You know what I noticed today?
What?
My hair's really poofy.
Oh, it is really high today.
Like, look at this. It's like I've got volume for days. Like, girls, oh, you wish you had this right here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have... I think if you compare, look, the height...
Oh,
we're pretty close,
look
actually.
At that. Oh, yeah, and you didn't,
Hold on.
Like, I didn't spend any time on my hair.
Wow, I'm impressed. That's like natural height right now.
My chin is like much lower than yours.
You have a much longer face than I do. I have like this short, stout face.
And I've got this.
So welcome to Fan Fridays, where we compare our face shapes. Have fun.
Yes.
So my little friend today is very special to me. Isn't he adorable? He's like a little panda, like type little bubble dude. And these are his little arms. They move around, and this is his body. He's got a really small body. He even has like a little
puffy tail.
And those are his ears and his little big eyes. But he's really fuzzy. So like this little guy is really special to me. Because I got him at my first major convention, like geek convention.
Oh yeah.
That's when I purchased him. So he was one of the first like purchases I made at a con. Like one of the first ones.
You got him at MegaCon, right?
Yep. I got him several years ago at MegaCon when Star Trek Next Generation, the whole cast was there.
That was your first MegaCon.
That was my very first big con.
That was when you met Will Wheaton.
Hello, Allie. Hello, David. Thanks for joining today.
Thank you so much, guys.
I got to talk to Will Wheaton.
Yep.
He talked about me at his panel.
You like totally freaked out about that?
And that was one of the most geek out moments I've ever had ever.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty sensory overload convention. But he's based off of, I bought him from Michael Banks. So if you look him up, he's a really, really awesome artist. He does like really cutesy stuff with these really big black eyes. Like all his characters have black eyes. And I actually worked with him at one point, and he used to be a tattoo artist, and then he started doing his own art. So he's no longer a tattoo artist, but he did some in the past. But he's now going around conventions and very successful doing all of these art stuff with his characters.
He goes by Sugar Fueled, right?
Sugar Fueled is his company's name, and his name is Michael Banks, so definitely look him up. This was actually a collaboration with Monster Cafe, which is one of our favorites as well, and they make all of these little fuzzy monster toys. And so it was a collaboration between Monster Cafe and Sugar Fueled that they made these little guys. So this is a very limited edition plushie. It's a one of a kind. Like you can't, there are no others like in the world
handmade, of course,
this dude. So I'm very lucky to have him. He's one of my favorites.
And he's like a popple. Do you remember Popples?
He has like a little round thing that you kind of like, you put him in, and his body kind of folds up into. So he's just like a big round face.
Just a big round like eye with big eyeballs and stuff. He looks like a Tribble then, only with big eyes.
Allie, by the way, miss your face already. Just saying. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Side note. So that's my little dude today. He's gonna be hanging out with me. He's a little panda bear. He's a little panda round dude.
So we're doing it this way. You got the list again.
I do.
You got the list. It's over there.
It's over there. We got a lot to talk about. If you guys want to talk about anything, please chime in and let us know if there's anything you're interested in talking to us about, or things that you think that we should check out or know about.
So before we get too far, though, we still haven't seen Black Panther.
No.
We were going to try to go this morning to go see it, but it's been so crazy. I started a second job, and I am now working all week long. I don't have any days off. So the time that we have to spend together is She's like, it's fleeting, and I love her, so I want to spend as much time with her as I can. I sound like Doug, the dog from
from Up.
From Up. Oh, look, a ball! I will go get it and then bring it back. I'm going to catch you, bird.
I love you, so I hid into your porch.
I love you, so I hid under your porch. I love Doug.
So we love that movie.
Awesome.
So speaking of Disney,
oh yeah,
this weekend they just started their annual Flower and Garden Festival.
Woo! Not quite Food and Wine.
Yeah, they used to do it where Food and Wine was just the food and wine, and then Flower and Garden was basically just flower and garden stuff. But they've kind of introduced food stuff into Flower Garden, which I think was a really good idea. Mm-hmm. So I haven't seen any of it yet. Allie, are you saying that, were you responding to Black Panther, saying that it's so good? Or did you see it? I don't remember.
Oh no, I think she said me neither.
Oh, the Violet Lemonade at Flower and Garden. Yes, I've had it before.
What?
She just recommended the Violet Lemonade.
Violent Lemonade?
No, not violent.
That'd
not
be a
like
great name for an e-liquid.
Not like Psycho. Like
oh man.
Like Violet.
Look, can we name
like
a band
flower. That? No,
oh,
sweetie.
Man.
I promise you.
Violet.
The lemonade is much better.
Violet Lemonade. Oh, okay.
So it's the flower.
Okay.
And it's like purple. And it even comes like with a flower, edible flower on top of it.
Oh.
It's really refreshing, really good. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I got called out at my new job for making a lot of different voices and stuff like that. Like we were talking about, really off topic here. We were talking about how like we start to impersonate the people that are sitting down at tables. Like, so like you go and you greet, when you work in the service industry, you go and you greet somebody and, you know, they have this really, really great like Southern accent and then you just start going off on it. And you just start talking back and you get this little Southern twang as you're like, oh yeah, I can get you that drink. I mean, I can get you that drink.
You pick up on it by accident.
Yeah, you pick up on it by accident, and we were going off.
Yeah,
and
that's not going to go over well for
no, especially not if it was like this big Austrian guy be like, hello, I used to be the governor of California.
I was going to say, did you serve Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I know, it would be great. It'd be like, it just asked me like, you know, you look familiar. Who is your daddy, and what does he do? I'm sorry.
Oh, he is Tony.
Hi,
Tony.
Good to see you.
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome.
Nice to see everybody. Thank you guys again for joining us. We really do appreciate you all being here. So Flower and Garden Festival has that Violet Lemonade, which I need to try.
Yeah.
We need to start a band called Violent Lemonade now. It's going to be side project.
Terrible music.
Oh, absolutely. Sure, it's going to be like,
It'll be like violent to your ears.
It's going to be like strumming a violin. That's terrible. It's going to be great with a saw. All right.
So Flower and Garden Festival is probably my favorite time of year at Epcot. It's the most beautiful time of year to come to Epcot, and they have like extra stuff there that they don't have throughout the rest of the year, like extra food booths and extra information on flower and garden stuff.
It's like a mini Food and Wine now.
It is kind of.
Yeah.
But they also have like an extra playground for the kids, which is fun, and then they have a concert series.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in coming to visit Epcot, this is my favorite time of year. Highly recommend it. Come stop by. It's beautiful this time of year.
Do they have extra tissues?
Because of the pollen.
It's just all the pollen.
Yeah, the pollen here in Florida has been, I read somewhere it's the worst
in America?
ever
yeah.
in Florida than the rest of the states. So
oh my gosh. It's like covering the cars.
I've been dealing okay. Like you've been suffering.
Every February I'm just like, oh God, why?
Hi, Corey. Welcome back.
Hey! Alrighty. So,
you know what happened? Like, I just found this out yesterday that Infinity Wars was supposed to come out in May.
May 4th.
It's not.
What?
It's coming out a week earlier.
What? No.
Yes. So there was a Twitter, the way they announced it was on Twitter. Pollen Band. was on Twitter. It was, what's his name? Iron Man guy.
Tony Stark.
No.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Tony Stark.
That's his real name, is Tony Stark.
Of course, yeah, it's just Tony Stark.
So he had mentioned on Twitter that he would like to maybe see it earlier on his Twitter.
Oh.
And And Marvel was like, okay, well, how about a week earlier? And he's like, can I bring friends? And they're like, you mean like these friends?
And posted the Infinity War
like
poster.
Like the Infinity War like people. And and Robert Downey Jr. was like, yes, but how about the whole world, like everyone? And so then Marvel was like, okay. And so it was a really kind of unique way to promote that they were going to start it earlier than planned.
I like that. They're
marketing?
I don't like to say marketing, but I do like to say that I appreciate that advertisers are going in a different way. Mm-hmm. They need to genuinely connect with the geekiness and like people like engage in a different way to people, because just showing us stuff on TV does not work anymore.
No, I don't watch regular television.
Yeah.
Hands up if you guys watch regular television, because like we don't. We haven't in years actually.
No.
When we first moved into this apartment, we did get the package deal where it had like cable and internet, and we tried cable for a month because it was free with the package, and we couldn't find anything to watch because we were so used to watching things on demand, online, on Netflix, on Hulu, that it was like trying to search and find something when you wanted to watch something on cable.
Although
was difficult.
I did, yeah, Netflix and Hulu, right, Allie? We've had Netflix and Hulu for a while now, and Hulu was weird because Hulu had ads on it too, and then you could pay to not watch the ads. I'm like,
which we now have that, and that's nice.
Yeah. The only good thing that came out of us having cable at one time was that I found out about The Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh yeah, no, that was me.
You found out about. Oh yeah. You found out about The Amazing World of Gumball, and then you told me about it. You're like, "Tell this show you should watch. This is really silly." And I watched it and immediately fell in love with it.
And you were talking about engaging your audiences in different ways. The way I found out about it was an advertisement before a movie.
Really?
Yeah. So it was like a trailer before the movie about The Amazing World of Gumball, and I was like, what is this show? This show looks amazing. And so I was like, I think Talon would like it too. And that's when I told you about it. I was like, hey, we need to check out this show. And then we fell in love with it. So if you haven't watched Amazing Gumball, definitely take a look at it. It's really quirky, and it's a kid's show.
It's on Hulu.
But it's definitely worth it if you're a big kid like we are.
It's so weird. And it's like, it combines like all these different animation styles. But we're getting off track.
That's okay. We got lots to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
So we talked about Infinity Wars, that we're real excited about that.
Oh, the hype is so real. I don't want to miss this movie. I'm so glad I'm working 2 jobs, but I'm also sad that I'm working 2 jobs. Because I'm glad because we'll be making more money so we can go do stuff. And I'm sad,
like get married,
yes, and have our wedding. I'm sad because it takes up like all of my time now, and
it's okay. We're gonna work around it.
We have to go to matinees.
Because it's cheaper anyways, so it's okay if we go early in the mornings. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
So another thing that was released today that I just posted, I don't know if you guys saw it yet, was something from Weird Al.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure, yeah. So I just listened to it, and it's great. So Weird Al dropped his new single today,
which he hasn't done in a long time.
Which he hasn't done in a while. The last time he dropped, the last album he did was like.
It was a few years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, but he dropped a single today, which is perfect, and it's a polka medley of Hamilton.
Yeah.
So it's the music from Hamilton done as a polka. It's perfect.
It's like
Weird Al has not lost his
it's the condensed version of the play.
It's really good like that.
It's like little bits of each one of the songs, like the important songs throughout the play.
It jumps around, like it doesn't go chronologically, of course.
It does. It jumps. I've listened to it twice already. So
okay.
So sorry, don't mean to step on you.
No, it's all right.
But it starts out chronologically, but then he wraps around and he does the first song again at the end. So he does go through it kind of like in the story order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the most part, I heard like most of that, but I didn't see. He has a really good way of like when I was working as a DJ, I had to like figure out like the hook to get into the next song sometimes, and Weird Al does that really, really well. Like he'll like hook that word or that little melodic like bit, and then he'll hook that into starting like going into the next song in the medley. He's really, really good at his job.
He's a musical genius.
He is, yes. Him,
Whoa, where'd you go?
Reggie Watts is a musical genius as well. If you've never seen, I'm going on like lots of tangents today.
You left me for a moment.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
okay.
I was like a minute ago. I like totally I totally weirded out because there's this little floaty thing. There's this little like thing like floating in the air. If you saw me on the feed, like kind of space out.
So I do want to mention, because that brings us on an interesting tangent. By the way, David said he loves Weird Al as well.
Yay!
Is that we are starting a new photo series called ACOG Caption This. So ACOG is short for a couple of geeks.
Not
so
Advanced Combat Optical Gun Sight.
No. That's different.
Yes, that's
Very
different. Yes. The only reason I knew what an ACOG was before we were us, was because of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, thank you for the hearts.
Yay!
So we are doing this new photo series. It's going to be #ACOG Caption This.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically going to be screen captures from our Fan Fridays. And you guys, we want you to get creative. And hi, Eric, welcome. Get creative and caption what you think we might be saying. So if you didn't catch the feed or you're catching it again for the second time, yes. Just kind of use your creative juices. We want you to kind of make fun of us, do whatever you want with these captions. The more creative, the better, and the more that we'll love them and laugh at them and maybe, feature them on our page later as an edited photo feature.
We want to make
keep
memes.
An eye out for that. Yep.
Yes.
We're also working on another project about making a meme from our Stay Nerdy, my friends. So keep an eye out for that. We got some projects coming up along the way. What other projects are we going on? There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. Earlier this week, I posted because my 20th high school anniversary is coming up, and yeah, there's my age.
20 years?
Yeah. You guys didn't hear that. It didn't happen.
How old are you? No, I should never ask that. Never mind.
I graduated high school when I was 6.
When you were 6? When you were 6?
I was 6 years old when I graduated high school. So,
the David weird said, cat in the back?
It's not a cat.
What, up here?
We need to talk about that. Since David brought that up.
Okay, David. All right. So this is not a cat, and obviously he looks pretty cool.
He's got really cool sunglasses.
He's
the boss now.
He's the boss. So this is we have lots of why I do not believe you.
About me graduating high school when I was 6 years old. Eric doesn't believe me.
So, David, this is a Pokemon from the most recent Pokemon games, Sun and Moon, and he's kind of like the new Pikachu. His name is Togedemaru, and he is a little electric and steel type. He's an electric and steel type little like hedgehoggy mouse. And stuff.
He's adorable.
And I just have my cool shades rested on him because it's like, if I wear these shades indoors, I mean, I look really cool, but it gets kind of, funny. It's the cutest. I think he's adorable too.
He's this little round little dude.
He's a little beach ball.
We got like this theme today with our plushies. Everybody's round today.
Everybody's round?
We got little round plushies today.
He holds those sunglasses because I think he just looks cool.
Yeah, so he's hanging out in the corner.
Yeah.
So my 20th high school reunion is coming up. Exactly. And I found a bunch of old pamphlets from 20 years ago from Universal Studios.
The Islands of Adventures map.
And grad nights, like the rules on what you were supposed to wear and not wear, and examples for grad nights.
They still do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, grad bash.
Allie, you are not round. You were curvilicious. That's a whole different thing. Allie's definitely curvilicious. And David said, "I'm too old. Thanks for helping me grow young." You're
of course,
we're just big kids. We're not old either.
If you've never played Pokemon, you should get one.
You're not old.
Get old Pokemon on your phone. You can play you can use emulators and play the old Pokemon games.
So I found these pamphlets, and I only posted the outside of them, and I had a couple of people say they were interested in seeing the inside of these pamphlets. So keep an eye on our page because I am going to be doing that this weekend. Yeah, I love Allie. So I'll be posting those this weekend. That is on my list of things to do. So I don't want to post them on Instagram. Yeah, I will. I'll post them tomorrow. Sorry.
Making decisions live.
Well, I don't know because you can't look at the details on Instagram. So I I'm probably going to post them on Facebook. I changed my mind. I'll post them on Facebook in an album so that you guys can zoom in and look at the details of the pamphlets. Because if I post them on Instagram, you won't be able to see the writings and kind of zoom in on like what it says on the inside of the pamphlets. So I'll post those on Facebook. So that's what we're going to do there.
I love how like I just realized that the old way of saying you were going to zoom in on something was like this by like doing the lens rotating thing.
No, I did
and
not.
now it's this. This is
you're
zoom
right.
in.
Here's before it was.
He wasn't going to zoom in. You're like, you would go like this. You do. This was the way you zoomed in
with
on
your
things.
Binoculars.
With the binoculars. And now it's just that. It's weird. Times have changed.
We're old. Okay, what else is going on?
Weird getting old.
Do you want to talk about some stuff that you've been obsessed with on YouTube? There's a few things that you've been watching a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I know it's weird for us as YouTube and Instagram and Facebook peoples to be like, hey, watch these other channels on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that.
That's what we are. Like, we're fans of other things.
We are. We're fans of fans. And we want to, like, broaden your nerdy and fandom horizons, too. Because we hope that you're as interested in the things that we're interested in, and that's what we like to share with you. So, a channel I've been following for a little while and was recently featured on the Flat Earthers Facebook page as proof that water doesn't stick to a sphere, which we actually posted a link to the original video of, is Gavin and Dan, the slow-mo guys. So they've recently been doing a series of really, really, really highly produced, really well done stunts and features done in slow-mo.
Like super
slow-mo and they're calling it the Slow-Mo Show. And I'm not certain whether it's part of YouTube Red or not, but they have like a full production crew on it. And they're doing like some really big, crazy things. And one of the most recent videos that I saw them post just yesterday, was them exploding debt cable. Do you know what debt cable is?
No.
So debt cable or debt cord is C4 explosive in a cord form, and it's not C4. You can't blow it up or like light it or anything like that. So it's but it burns extremely fast once you actually hit it with like a percussion. You have to actually like explode it at one point to get it to explode, but it travels like super fast, like ridiculously fast. Mm-hmm. And so they wrote their names out in the ground with debt cable and filmed it at over 25,000 frames per second. And even at that speed, you could see the debt cable explosions like flipping out, like going around and like writing out their name. And you can see the pressure waves from the air in the dirt. And like mind blow. It was so awesome because when you watch in fast motion, it's just like all at once.
To the moment.
Yeah.
I think one of the videos you kind of showed me a moment of it that was interesting was that you could see the air move.
Yeah, you can see you can watch as
there's
the
like
pressure
these bubbles
wave
of like air, like it disturbs.
Yeah.
And you can see like this distortion.
You can see the edge of the pressure wave and it distorts the light like how you see light through a mirage when that light is, or when the air in one part of the area is heated.
Do you remember back in the old days when you were like in kindergarten, they would show you those films of like the apple being exploded with the bullet gun?
With a bullet gun?
I'm sorry.
Aren't all guns bullet guns?
No, there's super soakers and BB guns.
Okay, yeah, okay. So with the bullet gun, hashtag bullet gun. Oh yeah, and it would like just go like.
Do you remember watching those?
Yeah, I totally do.
They're like in black and white and all slow-mo and stuff.
Dude, I always love videos like that get like up close and show you stuff that you can't see with your naked eye. So yeah, you should definitely.
So what was the name of the YouTube video again?
So the YouTube video, the YouTube channel is the Slow-Mo Guys, and their recent series is called All Right, David, thanks for stopping by this week and stuff. We'll see you next week.
Bye, David.
is called the Super Slow Show. So if you look up Super Slow Show or Slow Mo Guys, Gavin and Dan's videos will pop up.
Yeah, definitely take a look at them.
Also, wanted to point you guys in the direction of another YouTube channel. I'm not going to go into too deep on this because I want you guys to just go watch the video. And
we've talked about him before.
Yes, we have actually. Is Smarter Every Day. Smarter Every Day. His name's escaping me right now.
There's a video of his that went viral that was about tattooing and about how the tattoo gun works, and it's like in slow-mo and shows you how the tattoo gun is putting the ink into your skin. So if you've seen that circulating on Facebook or somewhere else that it went viral about maybe a year ago or so, then he's the one that does those videos, and it's called Smarter Every Day, and he's a teacher at a school, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he does these videos on the side on his own, and he's just so passionate about what he's talking about, and very informative, and very kind of like, this is cool. Like, there was one video he talked about how this creature used its arm to, like, it was like a sea creature. Oh, it's
the boxing shrimp.
The
mantis shrimp, that's what it is.
The way it was able to like hit things very forcefully to like break shells open or rocks and stuff. And it was talking about the mechanics of this creature's arm, and he was just so excited about it, talking about it.
Oh yeah, he nerds out about things the way we do.
Listening to Talon when he's excited about things, it's kind of like that.
Absolutely. Oh, Alice said she's seen the one about the about the tattoo or about the mantis shrimp. He just recently did a video. He was invited out to a company that is working on a new VR technology called haptic feedback. Now, if you've we've experienced some haptic feedback when we went to the Void. Those vests that we put on that had the little like rumbly things in them, that's technically haptic feedback, and it's a way for you to feel the VR environment or something virtual.
Yeah. So the Void was an immersive.
Oh, the tattoo one, she said.
Yeah.
And he was invited to go over and experience a brand new technology, which is a haptic feedback glove, because he's geeking out about Ready Player One, the movie, the new movie that's going to be coming out based on the book.
Yes.
And that's really big on VR.
Apparently my sister is obsessed with that book.
Really?
And she's really excited about the movie. My mom was telling me about this the other day. So my sister has read the book. She's listened to the audiobook. She's excited about the movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm interested to talk to my sister about that.
Oh, yeah.
Linda, if you're watching later, give us some information down below about it. We want to know.
Yes, actually, we totally want to know. I love that they used Tom Sawyer in the in the trailer for it. But yeah, it's this glove and it has all these little air bladders in it. Like, but watch his video. It's really, really interesting to see him sort of describe what he's feeling, and that he can actually feel the weight of objects that he's picking up in the virtual world, and the way that they're achieving this is really, really cool.
So we've got Slow Mo Guys and Smarter Every Day. Look them up on YouTube, and if you want, you can tell them that we sent you their way.
Absolutely.
One of the other things that I have been obsessed with this past week, I discovered a new game on my phone, and it was called Homescapes. So I don't really play video games very often. I grew up playing them, and then as an adult, it just kind of, other things are more interesting. So I like puzzle games, but I've also played Sims, and I've been obsessed with Sims in the past before.
Yeah.
So I don't play that anymore, because otherwise I'm going to be playing for 8 hours straight. Like, there was one day I played Sims, and I played for about 12 hours, and my eyelids started twitching, and I was like, I think I need to stop playing this game. So it got a little scary there for a little while. So I kind of put, as much as I love Sims, I've kind of put that off to the side, because I'm just like, it's a little too obsessive for me.
Yeah.
This one is nice because it's, it's a typical phone game. It's very similar to Sims, but it also combines elements from like from Candy Crush, where there are puzzle games, but it's also random. So it's like it kind of challenges you each time you do it.
It's pretty much like exactly Candy Crush, but it's like I've watched you play it, and it's like It's like The Sims up until you have to like do something or buy something, and then you have to complete a Candy Crush style puzzle
challenge, yeah,
to be able to complete to get that thing and to progress.
So there's a storyline that progresses, and there's things that
it seems like there's it's like a simple narrative, but it seemed like it was really like relaxed and sort of chill.
Yeah,
and
it forces you to take breaks because you have to have lives to do things, like if you're redoing things. So just like other phone games nowadays, it's just kind of like, oh, you don't have any more lives, you're going to have to wait a bit. And I don't spend money on these games, so of course I'm going to have to wait. So that's one good thing about it, whereas like Sims, you don't really have a reason to take a break unless you choose to. But with this, it's nice. I can kind of, on my break, I can play a round or two, or, you know, while I'm waiting for a ride to pick me up, I can play a few rounds, and it kind of keeps my mind active. So I've been really obsessed with that, and it's been really fun, the challenge on that.
You know,
it's called Homescapes.
Homescapes.
Yep.
I have been playing a game. I haven't even had a chance to tell you about this yet. I found a little game. You're
playing games without my knowledge.
I know. I found a little game on Android, which you guys should check out if you like frantic, fast-paced card games.
It's a card game?
It's a card game. It's called Crash Cards. And if you've played this, let us know in the comments, but I am so enjoying this game. Basically,
what is it called again? Sorry.
Crash Cards.
Okay.
Like
yeah, I get it.
Cards. Yeah. So it's really simple. You're given a word. You select a category that's like things that come in pairs, like eyeballs, bananas, or something like that, or a bunch of random things that come in pairs. And basically, it will display a word, and you have to say yes or no. Does it come in a pair? Or is this object or whatever it is a pair? And you have to think very, very quickly and decide whether it is yes or no on either side of the screen.
Okay.
And that is the game. Is you see how many of these you can do in a row until your brain just goes, nah! Like one of my favorite versions of it is to say yes on bingo only. And so it'll be like bingo, 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 bongo, bingo, bingo, bango,
oh, this
Django.
Actually sounds really interesting.
And it's so funny. Like you're just like
it's almost like a brain game.
It is. It really is. And it's just I love the premise of it. It's really, really simple. The user interface is really clean. It's nice. It's free. It's on Android. Check it out. Crash Cards.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to check it out. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we've got going on this week. We talked about a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
We are really enjoying doing these Fan Fridays, and we hope that you guys are liking them too. Just like as normal, this is going to be available for 24 hours on Instagram so that you can rewatch it and add some comments if you'd like during the next 24 hours. And then after that, we're going to be posting this on YouTube so that you can continue the conversation down below in the comments on YouTube. And don't forget to like and subscribe everything, follow us on our social medias, give us some love because we love you guys too. And is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
Did you want to talk about anything? Did you watch anything on Netflix or?
I did, but I feel like we don't have enough time to talk about it, so I want to save it for later.
Okay, we can save it for next week. I think you recommended.
It's a deeper topic to talk about.
You recommended I watch that too, so there's some new stuff on Netflix. And we're figuring out. I guess we'll figure out ways to talk to you guys.
We're watching a lot of Netflix right now since we don't have a lot of money, so you know how that goes. Right. So thank you for joining us today. Those of you who came and joined us live today, thank you as always. You guys rock. You're awesome. And on that note.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I pressed the button. Nope. Oh, there we go. That's the button. Bye.